Okay, so we today are doing whether or not the Guantanamo Bay should be closed. I'm arguing that it should be. So we will start off right now. Key terms: Geneva Convention comprises of 4 treaties and 3 additional protocols that establish the standards in international law for humanitarian treatment in war and is extensively defined the basic rights of wartime prisoners. That's for the wounded, sick, and civilians in the war zone. People not active or taking part in hostilities, including members of armed forces who have laid down their arms, combat by sickness, wounds, detention, and other causes shall fall to be treated humanely, without adverse distinction of race, color, religion, faith, birth, wealth, or any other similar criteria. The Freedom Act is the law that gives you the right to access information for the federal government. It is often described as law that keeps citizens in the know about the government. Set weight is net benefits, vote affirmative for Guantanamo Bay being closed, and negation for keeping it open. Background: Guantanamo Bay camp was started by George Bush, the United States military, located in Cuba. It's a naval base. At the time, in 2002, it was said to be created to detain extraordinary dangerous people. Department of Defense has first kept secret the identities of the individuals. They lost the attempt from the Associated Press through the Freedom Act. They had 779 prisoners in the camp. The Bush administration said the detainees do not qualify for the protections of the Geneva Convention. Soon after, Supreme Court ruled that Article 3 of the Geneva Convention must be granted to prisoners. Guantanamo Bay detention camp was set to be closed in 2006 by the United Nations. Did not pass. 22nd of January 2009, President Obama issued a request to do the same, pretty much suspend proceedings. The plan: move groups and inmates depending on rank to maximum security prisons such as Pelican Bay, relocate personnel to similar places. The move can begin granting Article 3 rights to the POWs. Remaining base could still be with naval equipment and soldiers. Solvency: prison already costs a fortune. Diverting costs of the facilities that are already in place sufficient to take prisoners in. The personnel could also be diverted in a similar way. You would save shipping costs of materials, resources to the camp. With relocating properly, the process should take a couple years. Advantage: United States government should close Guantanamo Bay detention facilities without further delay. The possibility of transfer to detainees, pretrial detention facilities. The government should refrain from any practice amounting to torture or cruel, which is already actively happening. Does not further tarnish America's name and brings us closer to our nation's principles. Will finally grant the basic rights of the Geneva Convention, Article 3, and hopefully regain respect to the countries whose detainees we hold. And that's it.